Hey guys, I'm Nicolai Reinbold, co-head of CV Labs, the ecosystem of Crypto Valley Venture Capital, in short CVVC. Today I'm going to talk about decentralization and if this kills the so-called ecosystem or not. So what is an ecosystem? This term is used quite often and used a bit differently. So I quickly want to show you what I see as an ecosystem and what is needed to kind of build the so-called ecosystem. So as you can see, there are 6 pillars. One, and the most important one, is startups and projects, where they come and they build new innovation, new products, and really bringing the talent and the people to the ecosystem. Then you have corporates. They're providing development and supporting the ecosystem in various ways. They can do excavation, they can collaborate together with the startups, give out grants, and so on. Then you have service providers. They're supporting the startups, as well the corporates and the government with expertise such as legal, technical, or marketing. Then the 4th pillar is science and research. Universities and research facilities, they are researching various stuff, for example, in the blockchain space or token economics, but as well bringing new talents to the ecosystem. Then we still have government and associations. So, they're providing startups with legal and regulatory framework so that they have a safe space where they can work and collaborate. And as you know, in the crypto and blockchain space, this is still kind of new and the regulatories are still kind of debating what is the right way to go. Then last but not least, you need money. So you need to have investors who are investing into the ecosystem, into the startups, so they can build and collaborate together to the mass adoption, for example, for blockchain. Let me give you an example of one ecosystem, the so-called Crypto Valley. Crypto Valley is a term that is used for Switzerland and Liechtenstein, as there are so many blockchain companies in the space or in this region. For a fact, there are over 960 blockchain and crypto startups here in the Crypto Valley. And this data is a bit outdated. It was produced over half a year ago. So for now, I would say there are even more than 1,000. Out of these 1,000, you have around 5,000 employees, developers working together on the blockchain in the crypto space. This is good for the regulatory and for the government, obviously. So they want to support that, right? Because they get individual taxes, they get corporate taxes, and so on. Out of these 960 blockchain companies and crypto companies, there are 11 unicorns, meaning a valuation over $1 billion. For the whole ecosystem, that's quite important. And, the Crypto Valley wants to support that as, more and more talent will come to Switzerland. You again have the government interested in that. You have service providers coming in, corporates as well want to work closely with them. The valuation of those 960 blockchain companies is over 215 billion. Again, a number which is interesting for everybody involved in this ecosystem. Quickly to show you a map of Switzerland or the Crypto Valley, you can see that in Zug, the heart of the Crypto Valley, there are over 950 blockchain companies. Obviously, this didn't just happen overnight, right? So as you can see here, here's a timeline of the Crypto Valley, which started around in 2013 with Bitcoin Swiss and Likke getting founded in Switzerland. However, most important step or milestone was when the Ethereum gang came to Zug and set up their foundation here in Switzerland. As well, the government got interested in these guys and kind of, looking into the ICOs, in the crypto, into digital currencies. As you can see, it grew and more people came asking for where is the Crypto Valley. And like this, the Crypto Valley became its name to become one of the leading ecosystem in the space. Now, as said before, over 960 blockchain companies. There's a regulatory framework. You have corporates engaging in this ecosystem. You have co-working spaces. You have venture capital. So you have all this building, this community to come to mass adoption together. So as you can see, the Crypto Valley is super centralized. And now, we always talk about decentralization. So will decentralization really kill the ecosystem so that we know? Or not? That's a question that we need to ask ourselves. let me tell you that you are actually working on an ecosystem. So if you are here at NearCon and you maybe are already kind of developing a product or working with a company on Near, or thinking about it, you're going to be part of an ecosystem. So these layer 1 protocols are internal ecosystems who are supporting startups the best way possible. So let's take Near as an example so that you know what I mean. So you have the startups and projects who are building on the Near protocol. Then you have guilds, building communities with like-minded people, talking about problems and solutions, collaborating together. Then you have partners supporting the whole ecosystem with various services or opportunities. Then you have science and science and research. So also university are kind of looking into the protocol, doing research on that. You have researcher doing research on about the protocol and the future of decentralization. Then you have contributors, those who kind of supporting the people with content, like technical content or legal content. And obviously you have the investors who invested in Near, or their partners who want to invest in products which are building on the Near protocol. I quickly want to touch on the metaverse before we go to the conclusion. The metaverse is something, it's a buzzword in the space, and people are more and more interested in. I believe that's a new model of an ecosystem, so that you will have a metaverse that people come from all over the world, even jurisdictions or government bodies coming from all over the world together in the decentralized world to talk and to collaborate together as an ecosystem. There's an African saying, it takes a village to raise a child. In terms of startup, it takes an ecosystem, not a single individual or organization, to raise, feed, and nurture a successful entrepreneurial venture. That being said, make sure that you choose the right ecosystem, the right protocol, the right jurisdiction to set up your company so that you will have success in future. Decentralization globalizes startup ecosystems.